What I love about dance is how you can turn feelings into tangible, factual things. I lived with my mom in Cleveland, Ohio, with 5 other brothers. We were always teetering on the poverty line, but we were all still huge, big, happy family. But then around the time when I turned 5, a social worker came to take me and my brothers away from my mom. It was due to her not being able to take care of us. I went into foster care with my 2 older brothers, but they got adopted earlier than I. I was like super distraught. I really missed my mom, and I felt like I had to look out for myself. It was also a crazy neighborhood, and I would get into physical altercations all the time. Like, I remember my stepsister got pushed off a swing by a couple of guys. I got super angry. I threw a couple guys to the ground, I punched a couple guys, and I broke the guy's arm. I felt lost, and I kind of shut off. When I was in middle school, there was a birthday party where there was a girl there, and like she was just dancing, you know, but she was good. She was really good at it. I thought that was super cool, and like I felt a sense of competition. I think it was that spark, because from that point on, I was like, okay, I need to become super good at dance. It became this other outlet. It was a way to like channel being lonely and express myself. But it also gave me a place where I could be safe, and it gave me things that I could achieve. By the time I was in high school, I just remember wanting to show everybody what I could do. Then my teacher noticed that, so I got to be a dance captain. I got to be a choreographer. I started to learn about the flow state, where you become one with your art form and not worried about the world where it was chaos, craziness. I could just take myself completely away. When I was about 19 years old, I was driving back on a freeway, and I remember getting ready to change lanes, and that's when I hit black ice. I went through the rail, flipped my truck, and I was thrown out of the vehicle. I woke up in the hospital. The doctors did a sensation test, and like, I couldn't feel my legs. I learned that I sustained a broken back, and I was gonna be paralyzed. Getting that news just kind of like snapped me into the reality of it all. I was not in control of my quads, calf muscles, and feet. So my ability to dance was gone. Even memories of dancing seemed to kind of like fade away. I definitely felt like I'm already shouldering all the stuff that I've been through to get to this point. And now I needed to start all over again. This doesn't seem worth it at all. I got to a place where people go when they can commit suicide. But while I was in the hospital, I met people in a similar situation. They helped me and gave me an understanding of like what I needed to do to heal. I realized that I've been able to make it this far. And dancing has made me a stronger, more resilient person. So I spent some time playing with what I could do with my upper body. playing with what the chair could do. I would try new things, work really hard to get what it means to use the chair down. And then I was able to create this choreographic piece to perform to the hospital residents. And that was the very first time that I danced using my wheelchair. It felt amazing. I was able to pick back up on this purpose that I found when I first started dancing. Nowadays, I'm working with Access Dance Company. It brings people with disabilities and people without disabilities together. I teach choreography as a wheelchair technique teacher and a hip hop dance teacher. Let's say I change spots with you,
Yeah.
and I like take a shape. Maybe like we switch and we find a shape again. Dancing in general has definitely allowed me to be self-sufficient. I've been able to gain mental stability and mental strength out of it, and a feeling of connection. In the times where I've thought I can't make it or I can't go on, dance has allowed me to come out of this cocoon. I think self-healing comes from finding something that pushes you to take care of yourself. And for me, it's dance. That's what gets me up in the morning. That's what pushes me to keep going.